In today's video, I am showing how I install my SSD cards, my card readers and my DVD player, and I'm also showing how to install the front panel cables onto the motherboard. Enjoy the video!
Didn't even get to cross.
Hello guys, so yeah, this is my old SSD, my first SSD I bought, and it's sitting in the old SSD bay I bought when I bought my computer, and those are the other two SSDs I had. So these are the two new SSD bays I bought on alternate.be. Those are the Scythe SSD bays. So yeah, you just open the bags, get everything out of the bags, and there's some papers inside, and this is the SSD bay. It looks really good. It's just plastic, black plastic, but you don't need anything more to put in your computer. So this is a small paper with some information, but you don't need that. It's not that difficult to install an SSD in an SSD bay, and also some screws to attach the SSD onto the SSD bay. So these SSD bays give place for two SSDs on each bay, but I'm only gonna put one SSD on each SSD bay just for aesthetics, and I just think it looks more nice like that. There is also some space for a ventilator underneath the SSDs, but I'm not putting ventilators under these small SSDs of only 250 gigabytes because they won't heat up that much. Maybe later on when I buy some bigger SSD cards. I don't know. So just yeah, put it on the place you want. Put the screws in there, and yeah, just do the same with the other. As you guys can see, I just have two of the same SSD cards, and I wanted to put the two same SSD cards in the two same new SSD bays that I bought. So I'm putting the other SSD, my third one. It's the Samsung SSD. I'm putting it in the old SSD bay that I bought when I bought my computer, and yeah, so it's just for aesthetics. I wanted to put the two same SSD cards in the same looking SSD bays. So yeah, you just do the same with the other SSD card. Put it in the SSD bay. Just yeah, put the screws in the place where you want them, and that's how they look right now. It looks clean, looks neat, and that's what I want it to look like. So as we continue, we have to put those SSD bays into the frame of my computer. As you guys can see, there is nothing in my computer setup. Yeah, there's nothing right now, so I'm just looking where I'm gonna put all the SSD bays, and this is how I put them. Just yeah, clean and neat. This is a afterwards picture where you can see the LED lights also. But so this is how I put them in my computer. And yeah, let's now go on with the card readers. So this is a small module where you can put some small cards in, so such as an XD card, an CFMD card, memory stick, micro SD cards, SD MMC. So you can put a lot of small cards in there, and it's really nice to have in your computer. It's really handy to have that one. So you put them yeah, in the right side in, and you have to make sure you have some room for your front panel. So you have to stick it out a little bit so it comes flat with your front panel. So yeah, after we've put the card reader inside the case, you want to put all the cables inside that you need. The card reader have only one cable that I will have to put on the motherboard, which is not installed right now, so that's something for later on. So as you guys can see now, this is a SATA cable for the power that I'm just installing. You can see that my motherboard, CPU, and cooling is already installed. It's just yeah, to have it more easier for the cable management. So I'll show how to install the motherboard and all the rest in a later video, but now it's just to show how to install the SSDs and how to install the cables and so on. So yeah, you can see I put the SSDs like this because it's a little bit more easy to put my cables, a little bit more neat, and yeah, those are just the power cables, the SATA power cables that I put in. You make sure they are put in really good, so they won't come loose. And you can see I have 3 of them. After that, we want to put the SATA cables in the motherboard and the SSD cards. So these are, most of the time, they are delivered together with the motherboard. I had some spare ones that I got from my girlfriend, and she also has a gaming computer, so she had some SATA cables left. And so yeah, you just have to put them in. I have 6, I guess, yeah, 6 SATA ports on my motherboard, and you just want to put them in. I still will have to need one more SATA cable for my DVD player, which I'll be installing later on. So this is how they look right now. And so let's move on to the DVD player. This is my DVD player. Make sure you put it in the right side up. As you guys can see, I almost missed that part. And you just have to put it in like this. Also make sure it sticks out a little bit more, so it comes flat with your front panel. And yeah, you just have to put in those kind of clippy things, so it's sitting on its place. It can't shake around, it can't do any damage to your computer. And just like that, the other one I put in there just for aesthetics. I had one left over, and yeah, why not? I'm just putting it in there. So as you guys can see, it's looking a little bit nicer right now. Again, how you install the motherboard, CPU, and cooling I'll be showing in a next video, which I'll be uploading in a couple of days. And yeah, let's now go on to the cable management. So this is also another cable for the SATA power cable for the DVD player. Just make sure your cable management is a little bit nice and neat. So you stick it behind the back panel, so it's not, yeah, you just don't want to see all those cables. You want to make it look really nice, and make sure all your cable management is nicely done. It makes your computer much more beautiful and nice. So it's just an easy thing, and yeah, just take your time to do that. So I just want to stick the other SATA cable in the SATA port on your motherboard and the other end in the DVD player. It's not that difficult. So yeah, you might need a little bit of time to look how you're gonna put it all in to make it look a little bit nicer and neat. But that's only your own preference. If you don't want a computer that looks really good, or if you don't have a side panel or a side window, just put the cables in like you want, and that's it. So yeah, after we've done that, you just have to make sure all the front panel cables are on their place, and that's what I did over there. And those are the small cables. Those are the ones from my front panel. As you guys can see, you just have to install all those cables. If you don't know how to install these cables, just take the manual that is delivered together with your motherboard. There are cables for the on button, for the reset button, for the audio jacks. There are cables for everything, for the LEDs of your front panel. So you just want to make sure that they are nicely inserted into your motherboard, and that's all you have to do. So sometimes, in my case, you could search for some videos on YouTube that MSI made to make sure you put all those cables on the right connectors. So it was really nice from MSI that they've done that. So yeah, this is the video for today. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Go check out my channel for more videos about my PC build. Also in the next future there will be more videos about it. And so yeah, have a nice day.
Bitch, I'm busting out.